Dhaka is a city burst by rivers and canals. The once glorious canals have now mutated into demonic urban risks.
ঢাকায় এখন অনেকটাই প্রতিষ্ঠিত বাস্তবতা হচ্ছে বৃষ্টি মানেই নগরীতে জলাবদ্ধতা, জলজট, যানজট, দুর্ভোগ।
77 canals once roared across the city, so Bengalis have a long-rooted relationships with their canals. With the improvement of land transport, canals became obsolete. Our commitments with waters were washed away as we encroached upon it, dumping our wastes. Today, only 26 dilapidated canals remain, triggering acute waterlogging and posing health threats. The canals of Dhaka are victims of a lack of systematic development, but chances to recompense remain. Transit-oriented development promotes public transport in its land use planning. Dhaka could be re-evaluated under a river and canal integrated TOD. If we obligate the inclusion of both stations as a part of TOD, waterways will be maintained for active use as a regional water network, ensuring revival. In an attempt to propose a prototypical solution under the TOD strategy, the urban conditions of Kallyanpur Canal neighborhood was studied. Within the poorly connected neighborhood, 2 scales of nodes were observed. Besides a transit at Node 1 connecting parts of the city, a smaller community-scale transit was seen at Nodes 2 and 3. Major activities include commercial activities, while more youth-based and green activities need to be injected. Therefore, community transit nodes or CTN could be planned at walkable intervals to facilitate neighborhood-scale commute along the canal stretch besides the central TOD. Such a planning scheme will yield positive impacts for the community, save energy, and reinstate the canal-human symbiosis. The site has a disconnected fabric with dead ends along the canal. Firstly, the internal vehicular streets need to be connected and then immersed with the edge through landscaping, safe and interactive for pedestrians. Next, the node type is designed specifically to facilitate major necessary activities for the neighborhood. At welfare nodes, mental health and natural environment will be prioritized. At academic nodes, youths will be nurtured. Commercial nodes will have plazas to accommodate temporary, spontaneous festive market activities. At the central TOD, within the transit core, there are residential and commercial tall buildings, hospitals, and squatter settlements. Transport transits occur haphazardly. An ideal location for the transit station could be right beside the canal with the main road. At the proposed transit site, currently 75 to 100 passengers are unsafely active per hour. The designed transit station should accommodate easily accessible ticket counters for boats and bus, with waiting stations, restaurants, leisure spaces, and accommodate temporary commercial activities. Load-bearing walls are shaped to follow pedestrian movements to the bus station, boat station, and restaurants. Roof provides a calming sense to the busy for its green, and the cutouts allow light and air ventilation. A transit-oriented development will provide planning directions for a fitting cause, a transformation that is meaningful to recreate a canal human commitment. Besides a transformed canalage, spaces below the bridge are designed for safety and usefulness. Internal streets should open up as spacious lawns beside the water instead of being dead ends. The transit pavilion echo the fluidity of the waters. Spaces allow spontaneity of activity. Hawkers, passengers, coffee shops operate in harmony. Perforations along streets take people closer to and in touch with waters. Markets will now fraternize canals, just like how it was hundreds of years ago in Dhaka. Community gardening will bring canals and people closer through activities. Humans should be able to touch the waters physically, to connect with it and realize that they are part of the ecosystem, not just an observer. Canal wishes to speak to its neighbors, the people, birds, plants, fishes, lives which are, however, perennial. As Lord Tennyson quotes a running brook, I chatter as I flow to join the brimming river, for men may come and men may go, but I go on forever. Indeed, with healthy canals will come prospering neighborhoods.